Sup guys, my name is Christos Fellas. I'm an entrepreneur and investor from the UK, and this is my office tour.
So as I realised I was going to be spending 90% of my life in this office, I wanted to invest a bit of money into giving myself the most comfortable but at the same time inspiring and productive environment to work in, which is why I actually came up with splitting the room into two sections. Number one, my filming / work area, and then number two, my chill out zone. And this is actually where we are going to start things off with my gaming corner. This is an area that I like to try and finish my evenings on, although lately I have been super busy with this YouTube channel. However, when I do have time, I like to play all the mainstream titles like Call of Duty and PES Soccer on my PlayStation 5 that I was actually lucky to get around the release date, and all of this is played on my 27-inch LG 4K monitor. Now, above that actually sits one of my favourite parts of this room, and that is my two Monopoly artwork pieces. I got both of these prints from redbubble.com, and the frames I just got from Amazon, and what I think they really represent are two major things going on in my life at the moment. The first piece on the left represents my passion for finance, but also at the same time it represents a sport that I absolutely love, which is the game of golf. The piece on the right is a quote that I personally think everyone struggles with time to time, and that is setting our goals and not taking action on them. So seeing this on a daily basis reminds me to set my goals and just get on with it. To finish off this section, we have below the media station, where I just have a simple set of drawers that I got from IKEA. I went with the black design because it matches most things around the room, and whilst I'm not going to go through it, the things that you will find in here are my clothes that I use to film YouTube videos with, and spare camera and computer equipment.
Oh, didn't catch you there. So this area right here is what I class as my reading zone, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. Recently, I have been so busy I haven't really been able to do much reading, but I think it's a really nice space in my room to actually have a dedicated section where I'm not actually sitting at my desk to actually come and read a book. The book that I'm currently rereading at the moment is The Intelligent Investor. It's simply a book all about valuing stocks, and it's been recommended by the most famous investor in the world, Warren Buffett.
Next up, we move into my work-based side of the office, and the part most people are likely to be interested in, and that is my desk setup. So the tabletop of this desk is actually from IKEA. I believe it is called the Carlby, and I've seen so many YouTubers using it in the past, and I think the wood effect that it has is absolutely amazing. However, the most impressive thing is the thing that is supporting it, and that is the autonomous smart desk frame. And you can actually buy just the bottom frame from Autonomous's website directly if you already do have a desktop like mine, and putting the two things together was actually really simple. Because I do spend so much time sitting down, I thought it would be absolutely essential to have a standing desk, as it actually gets you up from time to time and helps you stay more productive. Another great benefit of this desk is that it actually has a customizable motor button where you can actually set different heights, which also gives me more options and angles to film my YouTube videos. Now, for when I'm not standing up, I'm sitting down on my extremely comfortable Secret Labs Amiga chair. This thing is so comfortable, and I love the blacked out stealth look that it has too. It has amazing back and neck support options, and it's the one thing that I really wanted to invest a good bit of money into, as I am someone who does actually suffer from back problems from all the golf I used to play. Okay, so let's now talk about some of the things that is actually on this desk, and let's start off by talking about the thing pretty much powering everything on here, and that is my maxed out Apple MacBook Pro 16-inch. Having a powerful laptop like the MacBook Pro and apps within it like Final Cut and Photoshop have been the key things that has allowed me to produce lots of content on a consistent basis throughout the week. One thing I did just mention was my ability to be able to just take my laptop out and come back and plug it in and just get working straight away. And the thing that actually allows me to do this also is this CalDigit TS3 Plus dock, which actually allows me to connect my MacBook to all my devices with just one lead. This means that when I do go out with my laptop, I can simply come back, plug in the one lead, and I am up and running with whatever cameras, microphones or peripherals I need. Next to that is my camera battery charging device. Now, if you make videos, I won't need to explain to you how often you can actually run out of batteries, so having a nice rotation of two batteries in at all times leaves me with no situations where I have to wait for the battery to charge before I can shoot a video. Moving on to the screen, and this is a 27-inch 4K LED monitor made by LG. I'm not too sure on the exact model number, but don't worry, I will check my receipts and pop it in the description down below. In terms of the peripherals I use for my computer, my choice was to go for the Logitech MX keys for Mac and also the Logitech MX Master 2, which to be honest has seen better days. To the right of the monitor is where you will find all of my filming equipment. Now, you can't actually see the camera as I'm filming the B-roll footage on this right now, but what I basically use is the Canon M50 camera with a Sigma 16mm 1.4 aperture lens attached to it. And basically what all of this sits on is my really simple mini tripod that I got from Amazon, and it is made by Newer. Behind that we have my main source of lighting, which is the Elgato key light, which is absolutely amazing. You can change the brightness and tone of this thing all through your iPhone app to make sure that you get the right shot, and I can also change the height and angle of this camera to make sure that I am looking as pristine as I possibly can on camera. Also in this area you will find my microphone that I use to film videos, and the one that I'm currently using is the Rode NT USB attached to the Rode boom arm. Once again, ease of use and productivity was in mind when choosing this, and all I need to do is drag it over, click record, and away we go. Now that is everything that is on my desk. Now the only things that is left to complete this section are the decorations surrounding it. To the left and right we have two fake plants. Now I'm not really trusted to look after real ones, but these both came from IKEA, and behind my monitor we have a print from Desenio with the inspiring quote, "The world is yours," which reminds me of a scene from my favourite film Scarface. Now, moving behind the desk, and probably something if you have watched my videos before you see quite often, which is my IKEA storage unit. This is the background for pretty much all of my YouTube videos, and I wanted to put some things that had some kind of significance to me so that you guys could get a judge of the things that I'm into. But first off, we have something that is completely irrelevant, which is the salt lamp. Now apparently these are meant to give you some kind of health benefits, but personally I've seen nothing apart from they look nice and they make me happy when I look at them, so I guess they actually do. Next door to that is my very limited book collection. I am actually more of an audiobook guy rather than a reader, but these are just some of the books that I had to have. These are also all non-fiction and educational. If I wanted a made-up story, I would simply just go downstairs and put on Netflix. Moving on, we have a picture of a 19-year-old me with my dad and my late grandfather in Las Vegas, which is still to this date the best holiday that I have ever been on. And then we have this cool little floating globe thing that my mum got me for my birthday. Moving down onto row number 2, we have a picture of me, my mum and my brother, and then we have a couple of cards from my sports card collection. Okay, so that is pretty much my entire office. The only other things that I haven't shown you is number 1, my new whiteboard that I've recently just installed that I'm actually going to be filming some big videos on in the very near future, so looking forward to doing that. And then I have my Cypress picture frame that I have next to my door. If my name hasn't already given it away already, I am actually 1/4 Cypriot, so this is actually a nice reminder of where I come from every time I leave the room. So there you have it. That is my up-to-date office tour so far. I've still got a few things to get, but it's mostly finished, and this is where I spend pretty much 90% of my life. So like I said at the start of the video, if there were any products that you were interested in, all of the links to those are going to be in the description down below. I've got to get back in there and probably edit this video, so I will catch you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.